I'm Simon Kolker, and this is my honours project demonstration for the virtual reality meeting room. Starting with a project description, the initial problem was that we have entered an era of online meetings through platforms like Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and Discord. However, current solutions only offer primitive wide-scale video calls, and although these are accessible and practical, they can be monotonous with less of the charm and nuance that comes from real-life meetings. So I proposed to make a virtual reality environment where users can talk and present documents and slideshows in an immersive VR environment. Recently, similar projects have been announced, such as Horizon Workrooms from Meta, but many require a virtual reality headset, and this substantially decreases the accessibility and makes adoption much less likely. So this project aims to innovate by making virtual meetings accessible on both a traditional desktop and a virtual reality headset, so users can test out the experience before investing in hardware. So the project aims was to make a VR experience without excluding users who don't have specialized hardware, to create an unobtrusive user interface that is easy to use, to create a platform to allow users to hold virtual meetings with each other in real time over the internet, to allow users to use external microphone and speaker peripherals for online voice chat, allow users to present slideshows, documents, and images to the rest of the meeting, and to create secure online communications responsible for handling sensitive information. So design decisions were, firstly, the Unity game engine was chosen since it supports both 3D desktop environments and VR with the XR interaction toolkit. And using the same engine allowed me to reuse most of the network code, and indeed menus and interaction were intentionally designed to be compatible with both platforms. On the bottom here is a mock-up that was made, and here are some examples. So we have a main menu that is different depending on the version. So we have a traditional desktop solution and a virtual reality one, and then on the bottom here we have a menu that is the same in both, that is used during a meeting. So for the networking solution, I decided to use peer-to-peer since packets don't have to go through a central server, which means it'll be faster and there is less infrastructure. So the way the system works is a single peer starts a meeting and listens for guests. A new guest connects using their IP address, and then on connection, the peer sends a network profile with a list of meeting information as well as any other peers in the network. This one specifies another peer and says their IP address. So our new guest connects to the other peer with the IP address from the network profile, and now they can all communicate inside the meeting. And now the new guest listens as well as the other peers for new guests. So everybody's listening for new guests, so there could be more connections. Initial communication uses TCP because the packets need to be reliably sent. Voice, share screen, and movement use UDP for its speed. Both use the Microsoft.NET networking libraries. So here are some improvements and suggestions for future development. Firstly, due to the scope of the project, I wasn't able to implement a fast and secure method of encryption. So to make the system practical for real-world use, my first future improvement will be on-device asymmetric encryption of voice, video, and text communications. This is vital for real-world use. However, as suggested in my project, the current implementation makes it clear that information is not secure, so users don't mistakenly risk their information. Next, voice and video quality and compression. So another improvement would be to the quality of voice and video. Currently, voice is uncompressed and video is simply a chain of JPEG images, which reaches a maximum bit rate much faster than true video compression like H.264. So improving this would vastly improve the user experience and make the platform more competitive with existing solutions. Now I shall demonstrate the implementation. As we can see here, this is the traditional desktop environment, and I can change my appearance here. I can do whatever I like to it. And if I want to host a meeting, I can go here. I can give a meeting a name. So my meeting, I can also give myself a name so I can be identified. And there's a message here and on the previous screen saying that communication is not secure. Again, sensitive information won't be encrypted. So I can start a meeting, and then I am in. And there's a board here, and it will fill up with people's names as they join. Okay, so here we have a different computer, and we can change the appearance here, just as before, and we can give ourselves a name, like this, like that. and we can enter the IP address of the computer. So like this, okay? And then I can connect. As we can see, we are in. And then I am here in both instances of the meeting, as we can see. And when I move, they move. And I can send chat messages to each other. And it appears, and everything works well. Now let's join with virtual reality. So here we are, loading in, and this is it. So we can change our appearance here, just as before. This is very much the same kind of menu as before, but just in a virtual reality environment. All the same options. We can change our microphone, which was on the settings menu from before, that I might show later. There's a connect menu here, and the host, so I can host my own meeting. I will connect the meeting that we've already started using the IP address of the original peer. Okay, and then I can put in my name. This is compatible with controllers. I'm using a keyboard at the moment. This is a warning to say that communications are not secured, just as before. And I can join with voice. I'll do that now. And here we are. And if I unmute, we can see that there's voice going on. Going to one of my computers. Okay, I'll just mute that.
Okay, I'll just mute that, and I can also mute my.
And as you can, if I just undo it, you can't tell, but I'm not. Things aren't being sent again. Okay. Then I can go around, and I can see that I am actually part of the meeting. Other people can see me. I can see other people. As we can see here. Sorry, just trying to get a good angle. There we go. Okay. And now one of us, say this computer, if they want to share their screen, they can do that, as we hear. And then this will query the host, the original person who started the meeting, and they can either deny or accept. So we'll accept, and then this person can, this time, now that they've got permission, they can share screen. And as we can see, the screen is being shared, a fairly low resolution, but it's being shared. So we can see over here. And then for this person, the screen is being moved as well. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so we can also stop sharing screens. And now it will freeze like that. And there's a little message at the bottom. And we can also kick the main user can kick a guest, as we can see here, and then this meeting will no longer work and will be forced back to the main menu. We can also, if we don't want to use this low bandwidth method, we can send higher quality snapshots using the tab key, and then we could go to a PowerPoint and send much higher quality images, as we can see here, much higher quality for both users. Okay, and now a user can leave on their own, as we can see here. If we go back, they can push a key, and they're back to the main menu. And then this user can leave, as we can see, and we're back. And I didn't show it before, but we can also change to full screen, can change the resolution and change the microphone, just like we could in virtual reality on this computer. Okay, that's it.